So when you're taking atypical antipsychotics for bipolar disorder, or actually any other medication, you really want to feel better, and you want to feel better as fast as you can. You may not feel much difference at first when you take a new medication, but sometimes they're going to take longer to work. Unfortunately, especially with bipolar 1, it can be very complicated in terms of how quickly things work, and they may not work all at once. There can be sort of stages of recovery where, maybe you start to become somewhat more functional, before you become fully functional. It can depend on what other medications are on board, how far away you are from the peak symptoms. It can take anywhere from days to weeks to get different levels of effect. And we often talk about the idea that, after a particularly severe manic episode, it could be really months before things are fully stable for some people. Sometimes you more often see adverse effects, if they're going to happen, before you see the desired effects. There are some adverse effects that are probably going to be transient or can be dealt with in other ways. Sometimes you see something that makes you say, we're going to have to do something else. Sometimes you've had what everybody agrees is a good trial of a medication and it still didn't work. You took it on time, you took it at the prescribed dose. You shouldn't lose hope, because it's quite possible that you need some other medication. And these medications, although they're all in the same class, they have subtle differences and not so subtle differences between them, such that what works for one person may not work for another person. The best psychotropic medications, you don't know they're there. The fact that you feel well and don't really feel anything from taking the medications means they're doing their job and they're doing it well. Your treatment team can kind of help you deal with the ups and downs and try to help you sort out what are warning signs when it's getting worse, but then also what are signs that you're starting to recover and getting better.